Hello everyone, this is Crotic giving you a shoutcast in a game, another 2v2 matchup. Yes, and secondly, I know this is not, for sure, this is not Wednesday, but I kind of felt bad for you guys casting only game 1 in a best of 3 series, so we'll see what's going to be going down here. We have DNA and Spelp once again spawning as the Orc players. And interestingly enough, it looks like Passion and Fly are changing things around and now going both double undead. So undead versus orc on Turtle Rock, a rather small map. And we'll see what will come of this. Double undead is a strategy that works out fairly well. You can get a lot of healing. One of the weaknesses of the undead army is that Death Knight. Once that Death Knight gets taken down and focused down, it is very hard to keep the rest of the army alive. But with double Death Knights and double Death Coils, it will be very difficult to try to take down any of the units here. Also, if both sides have superior micro and are able to utilize those Crypt Fiends very well, also perhaps getting some Obsidian statues in order to keep that mana regeneration up, things should work out very well. We'll see what will go down as the game now gets underway. Game 2, yes, on a WarCraft. I guess this will become a WarCraft week, as I will be trying to cast the additional games as well for you guys. Barracks now coming into play. You can see that it is going to be, I believe, double Blade Masters. I have not seen this game yet, luckily for you guys. So all of my predictions will be true predictions as opposed to just the last game where I knew everything that was going to happen up until the very end, and I just kind of just hurt myself a little bit more there. You can see that it is going to be a graveyard opening coming in from Passion. Meanwhile, I believe it is also is it a graveyard opening? Yes, another graveyard opening coming in from Fly, but Fly doesn't have as good of a Sim City, I believe. You can see, take a look, that crypt plus that graveyard makes for a very nice wall. Very difficult to get to the backside of the base. As long as the Altar of Darkness spawns the Death Knight over here as opposed to over here, everything will be fine. Otherwise, some trees will be needed to be cut down in just a little bit. One Crypt Fiend fighting or now sitting off over here as both now Blade Masters quickly sell their Scroll of Town Portal, buying the Circlet of Nobility, and they should be going over that Ogre after that Ogre Magi. That Ogre Magi does have that Watcher rune, and they are going to get a lot of sight control, which is very important. The Grunt already taking a lot of damage there. Blade Master going to get in some quick final hits, picking up the rune of the Watcher. Pendant of Mana or Energy was picked up. Meanwhile, back over here, Blade Master is going to be picking up a Talisman of Evasion. I believe the Pendant of Energy is going to be a better item for the Shadow Hunter, that second hero that comes out. And that should work out very well. You can now see Fly moving out. He does have a couple Crypt Fiends, 2 Crypt Fiends, and a couple Skeleton Minions moving out. Meanwhile, back over here, it looks like Passion doing the same exact thing as well, attempting to creep out these creep camps. The Blade Master does, or already picked up some healing salves on both sides. And now this is a true mirror match. Undead, Orc. You can take a look at the minimap. Everything seems to be exactly the same already. As you can see, the Blade Master now sitting at level 2. This Blade Master will be getting to level 2 in just a moment as well. Mantle of Intelligence +3 was picked up. Meanwhile, Cloak of Shadows, most likely Cloak of Shadows will be sold. And I believe the Pendant of Energy was also sold. So the Pendant of Energy sold in order to get early gold as opposed to transferring it to the Shadow Hunter later on. You can now see the Crypt Fiends are coming in to engage. The Death Knight does have a decent amount of mana on him right now. And a little bit of apologies, confusing minerals, gold, and lumber. Luckily, I didn't say gas. But yes, I do know the economic system in WarCraft 3. I've just been a little tongue-tied sometimes. I still think gold's technically a metal. So anyways, we'll go ahead and just talk about the game here. I'm just mining off of this gold mine over here and also harvesting as much lumber as possible. The graveyard down over here, as the graveyard was built closer to the trees in order to get a little bit more wood in the early portion of the game, or more lumber in the early portion of the game. Now you can see that the Blade Master does have a Claws of Attack +6 now. So this Blade Master already up to +8 damage, already critical striking for 92 damage at level 2. So a very, very nice amount of damage there. If the Blade Master does pick up a Gloves of Haste, that would be very nice. But we are going to see a Essence of Blight now being used in order to keep up some of these units. You can now see that the Gargantuan Sea Turtle absorbing a lot of damage, and now Grunt's now trying to come in, and this is going to be a little bit of an issue as the Giant Sea Turtle does do Chaos damage, and that Chaos damage does effectively deal a lot of damage very, very quickly. The Giant Sea Turtle now going after the units. It looks like one Giant Sea Turtle will be taken down. Grunt now laying in wait. It looks like the Death Knight, however, going to get some experience back over here. It looks as though the same thing is happening, and now a nice Death Coil from a level 3 Death Knight, keeping the hero alive. And now the Blade Master is in a bit of trouble, down to 185 hit points, forced to use a Spirit Scroll, and now, a Death Coil onto a low hit point Grunt, but not much else is going to change there, as now you see this Giant Sea Turtle will get destroyed. Going to be very important that Fly gets the experience on this kill, as if he does, he should be able to get to level 3 and 2 level 3 Death Knights. Very nice, and a Potion of Greater Mana. So very nice items here. Passion now moving around with his Death Knight. You can see the Crypt Fiends are trying to engage, but the Grunts are going to do a lot more damage, and now in comes the battle. Double Unholy Aura right there. Passion doing a nice job just doing some Death Coils, keeping up those Crypt Fiends. 400 hit points of damage just being healed, as this Crypt Fiend may be in a little bit more trouble once again. Another Death Coil coming in, and this is just the power of 2 Death Knights, keeping heroes alive, or keeping heroes and units alive constantly, while also having that Unholy Aura. You can see there's still a Potion of Greater Mana, as well as now they're going to continue to creep out these Giant Sea Turtle camps, and really the double Undead, the strategy working out so well on such a small map. The Gargantuan Sea Turtle now getting focused down by a lot of Crypt Fiends, and will get taken down in just a moment. There it is, Tome of Strength, and what item was dropped? It looks like a Potion of Greater Healing, so he quaffed a Potion of Mana for a Potion of Greater Healing, but in comes the Hex. Blade Master getting off a quick kill onto a Crypt Fiend there, as both sides are now battling out. This is not looking good. It looks like, yes, a Death Coil onto Fly, as a Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Passion also doing the same as well, and both of them will be retreating as the Blade Master absorbs a lot of damage from those Crypt Fiends. Shadow Hunter is out. They out on both sides. Yes, they are out on both sides. Both players have double Shadow Hunters now, or the Orc side has double Shadow Hunters, double Blade Master. We should have double Lich and double Death Knights, and if you were afraid of Undead hero nuking before, I can't even imagine what this nightmare will, what type of nightmares that this will, bring for you, as 2 level 3 Death Coils and a level 1 Frost Nova. Just so much damage. If you want, you could try to add a Crypt Lord's Impale to that, just to, spice things up a little bit more, but I haven't seen that strategy used in quite some time. You can now see the Blade Master is trying to creep out over here. The Overlord will quickly fall. Ogre Magi is gonna get surrounded. Potion of Healing, or Rune of Greater Healing now being used, as well as a Gargantuan Sea Turtle over here. Looks like it will get taken down. The Lich needs to make its way over. The Lich most likely will train Frost Armor first, as a way to push back against any real problems. And will this Perhaps of Vitality be given to the Lich? One of the problems that I have with the Lich, it is such a fragile hero. 475 hit points only, and now you can see that there is the Speed Scroll being used. The Grunt and the Blade Master is currently getting caught right there. That Grunt is in a bit of trouble, and it looks like Spelf will end up losing that Grunt very easily. Down it goes, as Fly now finally gets some experience on his Lich. We're going to see a little bit of a push here. A Skeletal Minion now walking around. The Orc armies are now a little bit in retreat, as we'll see what's going to happen here. The Blade Master, seeing that level 3, is going to have a bit of a problem. Dust of Appearance, and now revealed. The Death Coil, is we going to get another Death Coil? We are, but it's not going to be enough to take him down, as that Blade Master able to run away at 125 hit points. It will be a little bit of time before that Blade Master can re-engage. Ooh, a Tome of Experience being left behind, and now level 4 on the Death Knight. Level 3 on this Death Knight. Is it going to be given to the Lich? Yes, the Lich takes the Tome of Experience. One thing, Tome of Experiences no longer give 160 experience, I believe. I believe it's just 100. So it's a flat experience. It's a lower flat experience, so it doesn't almost instantaneously level up a level 1 hero. Now, we are going to have a bit of a push here. We are going to get a couple ensnares. Frost Armor now being used. Essence of Blight also being used. That does give additional healing and Scroll of Protection. Ooh, but a Disenchant on the Essence of Blight to remove the blight there. So that does reduce the amount of healing. Dust of Appearance now being used as well. Obsidian Statue is taking a lot of damage, being ensnared by those raiders, trying to stay alive. It doesn't look like he will be able to stay alive for very much longer, as a second Obsidian Statue now coming in as well. It looks as though I can't really determine the outcome of this battle just quite yet. Both sides are just dealing crazy amounts of damage to each other. And down goes another Obsidian Statue. A Kodo Beast has not eaten anything yet, as also a couple peons being brought into the battle. However, the Blade Master is in a bit of trouble. He is dangerous. He's getting low on hit points, but the Shadow Hunter is nearby. He doesn't have that much mana though, so this is not looking good. Also, the Frost Armor from the Lich making it so that so many of those heroes are attacking very slowly. And Burrow coming in from Fly. So Fly now burrowing his units, and will Passion? No, he's not going to be able to save that one particular unit, as I don't think Passion has Burrow. Fly could burrow another one of these Crypt Fiends. The Crypt Fiends just trying to stay alive as long as possible. Fly just constantly burrowing so many Crypt Fiends and just trying to play whack-a-mole, as the Obsidian Statue is currently healing up and now coming back in. The entire army is now coming back in to try to fight back even more. We'll see what's going to be happening, but I believe the Undead took a lot more damage than was necessary. He was pushing for so long. The Lich is dangerously low. It looks like the Lich will get taken down at, I believe, level 2 or level 1. Passion now just completely just pushing in this engagement here, and I believe the Death Knights. Oh, another quick Hex coming in. This is not looking good. We are gonna perhaps get the Blade Master. Blade Master does get a Spirit Link. Blade Master is dangerously low, and in comes a Death Coil, and a Scroll of Town Portal at 33 hit points. Now half of the army will be forced to pull back there, and now this is not going to be a good engagement at all. You can see a lot of Spirit Walkers. The Crypt Fiends could easily destroy those Spirit Walkers, as they are unarmored units. So you can see the Spirit Walkers are getting focused down rather quickly. Now this is not good, as the Orc army now starting to take a beating. Passion going to end up losing one of his, I believe, no, yes, he does lose one of those Crypt Fiends once more. The Shadow Hunter is back in this. He does have an Unholy Aura somehow from that item there, and it looks like the Death Knight is being brought over, and I believe DNA is going to lose his level 2 Shadow Hunter. This is not looking good. Oh, a quick Hex being brought in once more, and now we can see that this is going to be a bit of an issue, but Frost Armor once again recast. Death Coil. Can we get another Death Coil on the Flies? Is it going to be in time? No, not in time. Level 3 on the Blade Master, almost level 4. Level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, and now Passion is in trouble. The Death Knight now being finally forced to pull back, but all of these Crypt Fiends will fall, or the rest of the Obsidian Statue just a little bit further away, and now I believe the army of the Orc is just that much stronger, and there is the GG. So Fly and Fly saying GG, and there it is. That is the end of the game, and I believe I had originally thought that Spelp and DNA had won game 1, and now I still have a third game. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Stay tuned for game 3. It may have been a best of 5 series. I never knew that WarCraft players played best of 5 series. Naturally assumed it was a best of 3. So let's move on to the next game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.